So first of all, what exactly the config data? See, uh, for example, we have a credentials. See, based on the business application, the credentials will be expired within every 60 days or every 90 days. Okay, so this data will be changes every time. At the same time, so application paths, URLs, and then shared drive paths. For example, they given one shared drive, so to store that files, that shared drive already they filled. There is no space in the drive. At that time, so see that sub see the backend team, so they will give that another drive to store that files. Okay, so to store that files, so this time the drive information is also changing every time. Whatever the data is changing frequently, that data we have to maintain in that config section. Okay, see, if there is no config section, first of all we have to modify that entire the program. Okay, and if we have to modify that config details in your program at that time, so it is too much complex. To avoid that one, we are using that config section. Okay, right now I want to explain about XML config file. Okay, right now click on the transactional process. XML config file. See, this config section purpose right now we are using that Excel config or orchestrator assets we are using. Okay, see, sometimes, so if in that organization, if they are using that XML config file, at that time we must be get an idea. That's why only this topic I'm explaining right now. Okay, see, right now click on the create. Click on that open main workflow. Drag a sequence, set a start node. See, first of all, I will go to my project panel. In this project panel, so I want to create one XML file. See, before that, if you want to automate that XML, first of all, we have to check whether that XML related activities available or not. So that's why type that XML. Right now, there is no XML related activities. There is no XML activities. If you want to get that XML activities, first of all, click on the manage packages, click on that all packages, click on that all packages. Here, type that UiPath dot web API dot activities. Click on that install and then save it. go to that variable panel, sorry, activity panel, type that XML. Right now, XML related activities available right now. Okay. Right now, I want to go to my project panel and go to that file explorer, click on that new, take one text file, open it. Here you have to implement that XML code. See, XML is having that user defined tags. Okay. See, config, control C. See, I have taken that config. So this is called as the parent node. In the parent node, see, I'm writing the child nodes. Okay. See, right now, in this one, I want to take the config data is called as user ID, user ID, see, observe this one. This tag will be ends with the same tag with slash operator. Okay. See, user ID is called as Kumar and another one is called as password. Copy this one. It is case sensitive, must be in that same case. Okay. So tag must be in the same case. See, observe this one. Slash password is called as Kumar @ 1234. Right now, already password and application path. Application path slash. Okay. Right now, I want to take that application path from here. Here my desktop application, right? This file path. See, go to the properties. See, I want to take this one, copy. See, see, observe this one. Config is called as a parent node. So inside, because config started here, ends it here. Okay. See, ends with slash, same config. Okay. In between them, we have a several nodes that is called as, say, user ID, password, user ID, password, and application path. Okay. See, user ID contains that value and then also ends with the same tag. So PWD also, so see, in also ends with the same tag. In between, we have a value. App path also same like that. See, once if you see, after creating this one, just you have to click on that file and then click on that save as. Save as. Right now, that file you must be saved with .xml. Okay, I want to give that the file name is called as config section. I have given the name is called as config section dot xml. Okay, config section dot xml. Right now, click on that save. Close it. Go to the properties. and go to the project panel. Say, observe this one. Here, after giving that .xml, config section .xml, observe this. This is called as an XML document, and then changed that name also, right? So, sorry, change that icon also. Observe this one. Right now, this text document no need right now. Okay. See, I want to check it whether it is properly created or not. So, click on the config file, right click on that, open with Internet Explorer. Click on that Internet Explorer. Observe this one. Once if you open with Internet Explorer, you must be get this tree structure. Once if you click on this one, close it. If you click on the plus, expand it. So right now, your config file properly created. Okay. Observe this one. Config is called as a parent node. The parent node contains the child node. Child node contains the value. Okay, and the same parent having that another child node, it contains the value. Same parent having that another child, and then it contains the value. Okay, so right now close it. See, I want to read that config data from that XML config file. I want to read that config data from XML config file. Based on that config data, I want to open that I want to display that config data in message box. After that, by using that config data, I want to open the desktop file. This is our aim right now. See, first of all, we have to read the config data. Right now, the config data is in .xml file. Okay, so right now I have to read that config file. First of all, if you want to read the config file, use that activity is called as read text file is the activity. Read text file is the activity, drag and drop. Already we know about this activity. See, click here, select that file, config section, click on that open and go to the properties. In this one, create that output property that is called as control K var XML. See, I want to review that var string. See, go to the variable panel. See, observe this one. System dot string. So right now, main scope. So right now, delete this one. See, go to the properties. In this properties, whatever the variable is created, that variable is called as a string. Okay, string type. See, whatever that string contains XML codes. That string contains XML codes that we have to that means separate it. That means deserialize it. Once if you want to separate it, we have to use that activity is called as deserialize XML. Drag and drop deserialize XML. Right now, go to the properties. It is having that input is called as XML string, output is called as, see, XML document type. See, this this file See, right now this read text file activity, in this var string, it contains that XML code. Completely that XML code is called as one string. That string is the input. That string is the input to this deserialized XML. So right now I want to pass that variable is called as var string, and output is called as, I don't know what exactly the type. So I will depend on, so shortcut. So that's why Control K var XML, var XML, go to the variable panel. In this variable panel, observe this one. See what exactly the type, system.xml.linku.x document is the type. Okay, see right now select that main scope. Okay, see in my workflow, I want to create few local variables. Whatever the, see, config data is coming from config file, that I want to store in that local variables. Okay, I want to store in my local variables. Click on the variable panel, and then see, I want to create that variable is called as var user ID and var pwd var application path. Okay, var app, I have taken 3. So all are string types. I want to change the scope is called as main scope. Change the scope is called as main scope. Right now I want to drag assign activity, assign activity, assign. I have taken 3 assign activities. Okay, I want to display them. So in message box, see, observe this one. Right now, right now, click on that assign. See right now var user ID, var pwd, var application path I have taken. Right now here var see deserialize XML output property is called as var XML. Okay, here we have to remind one method. I will show you. See var XML dot okay, var XML dot element of parent node. What exactly the parent node? I will show you. What exactly the parent node? Observe this one. See, you see here, the first one, config is called as a parent. This parent having the childs, right? So that's why we have to give that parent node, config. See, var XML dot element of config dot element of child. Right now, I want to take that user ID. So that's why observe this one. Config is the parent, child is called as user ID. This child contains value. Okay, right now observe this. User ID dot value click on that OK. Just I want to copy this completely, select and Control C, copy it, click on that OK. Right now go to that next one. Here this is called as, next child is called as password, pwd, and then click on that OK. And the next one is called as application path. Okay, right now another child is called as application path. See, app path. See, right now click on that OK. I want to display all of them in message box, whether that user ID, password, and then say application path is getting properly or not. We will check it. So that's why go to the properties. So here in the text property, just I want to write that var user ID was user ID plus double quotes plus var pwd plus double quotes var application form. Okay, right now click on that OK. Observe this one. Right now I want to debug this one. Click here. So whatever that config data in that XML file, that data retrieved here. Okay, see, Kumar is the user ID, Kumar @1234 is the password, and rest of one is called as the application file. Okay, right now observe this. Click on that OK. See, after 60 days, my password is expired. Then support team, they have changed that password and they given that password to me. We have to update that password in config section. This time, no need to disturb your UiPath code. No need to disturb your UiPath code. Directly go to your project panel. Okay, so where is that? See, this is the config section. In this one, I have to change that password. Right click on this one, open with, see, right click on that edit. Okay, click on that edit. Once if you click on that edit, it will be open the text file. Okay, open it. Right now again, I want to change my password is called as, this is my password. Okay, right now click on this one, click on that save. Okay, right now observe this. See, in case password change, right? So no need to use that one again. See, observe this. I want to check it whether it is changed or not. Click on the debug. See, user ID is called as Kumar and password is called as Srikar @54321. Okay. See, I didn't touch my UiPath code. Okay, source code. I have modified that in config file. In that XML config file, I have changed that password and without modifying that, disturbing the code. So I have So updated that password here. Okay. So right, that's why only we are using that config section. Right now, I want to close this one. See, observe this. See, by using that config details, in the config section, we have an application path. So by using that application path, so I want to open the desktop application. This time, the config data, I want to send it from one workflow to another workflow file. Okay, here my config data is user ID and password. Right now, I have no need to use them, but I want to use that. So application path, by using that application path, I want to open the desktop application. Right now, observe this one. See, like here, go to the flowchart. I want to create that. Another workflow is sub workflow. Okay, created the sub and drag a sequence and set a start node, and right now, see, in the sub workflow, I want to take one, open application is the activity, drag and drop. Already this procedure you know about this one, right? First time you have to open the desktop application. Okay, click here, open this one, right? Right now, I closed this. So in my main workflow, I want to take invoke workflow file is the activity, drag and drop, select that sub workflow, click on that open. See, right now I want to check it. See, click on the debug in the main workflow, execution started, config data displayed, click on that OK. Successfully opened the desktop application. Here, I didn't use that config data to open this desktop application. Observe this one. But my bot opened that desktop application. See, how is it possible? So go to the sub workflow. In the sub workflow, once if you indicate that desktop application, at that time, go to the properties. In this properties, there is a file name. It contains that path, right? So this is the static. This is the static value. So that's why it is directly opened. But I have developed this code in development environment, and then this code I'm moving to that testing environment. After testing, I will move this code into that production environment. At that time, this path will be changes. This path will be changes every time. So that's why there is no possibility to use that direct static value here. Okay, so right now already the config data I have taken in XML config file. Based on that data only, based on the config data only, I want to open this file. Right now, click on that main scope, click on that, main workflow, and right now I want to pass this var app, this variable. Okay, see, click on that import arguments, click on that, okay, argument. I want to give the name of the argument is called as in app path, okay, or in app. Like I have given direction is in, type is called as string, value is called as var app. Okay, so this is, see, var app is called as a variable in underscore app. Okay, I want to add that underscore also. Okay, in underscore app, this is called as an argument. This argument I'm sending to that sub workflow. In the sub workflow, go to the sub workflow. In the sub workflow, in the argument panel, just you have to create that argument, and then this is the in parameter type is called as string, and go to that properties. In this properties, I want to pass that variable that is called as var. Sorry, I have removed that static value. In place of that, I have passed that variable. Okay, see, I have passed that argument, not by variable. This is an argument. Okay, see, click on that OK. Right now, I want to close this application. Say right now, I will check it. Go to the main workflow, click here, run this file. So config data. Based on that config data, successfully opened this file. Okay, right now click on that close. Right now, I want to show you in debugging mode. See, observe this one. Click on that OK. Successfully opened that desktop application. Okay. See, you people, you have to remind this one. How to pass that config data from one workflow to another workflow. You people must be reminded. Do you have any queries? I think all of you done that desktop application sample process. Okay. Right now, I want to give that, I want to explain sample POC. Shall I start right now? Abhinav?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this is a simple school management system. This is the desktop application. Already I have shared it to you, so to all of you. So open this application. In this one, overall, okay, so 4 modules are there. See, one is called as teachers module. In this teachers module, we are updating the teachers data. Whatever the data you have updated here, so that data will be shown in this teachers option. In this teachers option, it will be shows that data. Okay, whatever the data you have updated. Observe this one. There is a class. Okay, sorry. There is a add class. Add teachers and then add class. Here, class level, class code, school code, and teacher. See, in add teachers, whatever the data you have added here, the teacher name directly available in this add class in this drop down. Yesterday I have shown you how to handle the drop down, right? Yesterday already I have shown you how to handle the drop down. Okay, by using that select item is the activity. See, after that we have to click on the days. See, once if you click on the days, so you'll get like this. Then you can click on that any one of the day and click on that OK. And then after that, you have to add the dates, start date. See, here, once if you click on the day, it is selected. Here you can take that type into activities. In the next one, next type into. Like you have to add that, date. And then so how to separate the dates. Okay, day, month and year. How to separate that one already you know that, right? See, that's why, see, you have to separate and update it here and click on that save button. So here also, once one entry is done, automatically the form will be closes. Again, if you want to add another entry, click on that again, add teachers, and then see, add that another entry. Okay, see, without the add class, without the data added here, that will be displayed in this class of classes option. There is a classes is the option. Okay, it is available. Right now, observe this one. So there is a add student. See, add student. Here we can add that name of the students. Okay, name, surname, street, so postcode, email, and then town. No need to add the picture. Okay, town, phone, home, percentage, score. Click on that, save. Don't enroll it even. See, observe this one. What are the data you have updated? So in that add student, see, in this students option, there is a student details are available. Observe this one. What exactly we have to implement here? First of all, open this application only one time. Remind these points. You have to open this application only one time and update the teacher's data. Once teacher's data is over, and then go to that add class, update the class data, and then go to that add student, update that student data, and then finally, after completion of that all the data, finally close this one. See, observe this. First of all, you have to take one Excel file. In that Excel file, so just you have to take 3 sheets. The sheet names are teachers data, student data, and class data. Like you have to take the sheet names. In each and every sheet, based on these field names, just you have to prepare that column names, and you have to take 5 rows of data. Just you have to take 5 rows of data in Excel file. Okay, in that Excel file, in that in that teacher's sheet, in the teacher's sheet, you have to take just you have to take 5 rows of data. Okay, manually just you have to enter it. So, and add class. Okay, that means class data. In the class data, another sheet is name is called as class data. In that one, take 5 columns. So see, based on these names, you have to take the columns, and then so you have to take 5 rows of data. Okay, see that in that one, teachers data must be the that means whatever the data you have taken in that teachers Excel file, that names must be same in this one. So that's why same name of the teacher names, just you have to take it in that class data file. Okay, and after that you have to take another sheet that is called as student data. In the student data, just you have to take 5 rows of data in that file as per these fields. Okay, right now you have to prepare that Excel file with these fields. Okay, first name, second name, and score, like that. Okay, that is enough. Score is enough. After that, click on this one. See, we have to take that 5 rows of data. First of all, read the data from that Excel file. The data you have to store it in different data tables. Okay, so for that means teachers data store in one data table variable, and then class data store it in another data table variable, and then teachers data, student data store in another data table variable. Okay, so after that, see, observe this one. Open your open your desktop application. See, our bot must be open only one time. This point reminded, only one time, and then click on that add teachers, update that 5 rows of data, After completion of this one, go to that add class, update 5 rows of data. After completion of this, update that 5 rows of student data. After completion of that, finally close this application. This is the simple sample POC. Okay, you people try to implement it. Okay, I will give that only 3 days time. Today is 7th, right? Okay, 4 days. Again, I will ask you on Monday. That POC, I will ask you on Monday. You people must be share your screen and then execute it. So meanwhile, in these 4 days, if you have any doubts, please ask me about that POC. Okay. Do you have any queries right now?
No, sir.